today I am going to be making a video for my applied piece. So this is going to be the first part. I assume that my audience is Paula Garvey's cooking class. So hi everybody, it's nice to see you. I am in my car and this is going to be the first time in about 3 weeks that I've driven it and I've gone to a store, so I'm actually pretty excited. Today I'm going to be going to the grocery store and picking up some ingredients for my applied piece. I'm going to be showing you how to make a creamy garlic mushroom sauce over pasta for my senior project about mushrooms. My senior project has to do with investigating what mushrooms are, what they do, and how humans can use them. Like, we could use them for cooking, drugs, and bioremediation for the environment. So they're very versatile in their uses. Sometimes they're even used in makeup for moisturizers. So for my applied piece, I am going to be cooking a mushroom dish with some lesser known fungi that are not really mass produced and are found in the wild. Fortunately, Shaw's does carry these mushrooms and I will be talking a little bit about them, but hopefully right now I'm going to go to the grocery store and pick up some ingredients. I really hope they have them in these trying times, so wish me the best of luck. Alright, I am back, guys. Now that was a wild ride. I had to wear a mask in there. Well, I didn't have to, but everyone else was. So my run was pretty successful. They surprisingly had some pasta left, and I got everything except for parsley, but I do have dried parsley at home, so that's going to be what I'm going to be using for the recipe when I get home. I will see you guys later. Hi everybody. So the first mushroom I'm going to be talking about is the cinnamon cap mushroom. It's also called the brick top mushroom. It grows on the forest floor with wood chips, and if you can see on the inside of the cap there are small ridges which are called gills, and these gills hold spores, and that's how mushrooms like reproduce, and they disperse the spores around around the world, I guess. You're probably breathing in and out spores right now. There are millions and millions of them, and only a couple of them actually become adult mushrooms. Like, out of a million, there's only a couple that become adults, which is really fascinating to me. People usually identify the types of mushrooms by spore prints. So this genus of mushroom is called Hypoloma, and Hypolomas have a dark brown spore print. So that's how that mushroom was identified, and it's used in a lot of cooking, and it has like a nutty, wild flavor. So we will see about that. Alright, so the second mushroom that I want to talk about is the lion's mane mushroom. And if you look closely, there are little tiny tooth-like bristles on the surface, which classifies it as a tooth fungus that grows directly on trees. These can get quite large and are used for a replacement to shellfish meat. So you could use them as an alternative for lobster or crab meat. I've made crab cakes with these mushrooms before and they're quite good. These mushrooms are also supposed to help with brain health, kind of like how fish is good for your brain as well. So all of these mushrooms are really good for you, really big health foods, organic, and hopefully they will taste good in the pasta dish we will be making today. The last mushroom included in this box is oyster mushrooms. Now, oyster mushrooms don't really look like this. This looks like a pinhead. A juvenile mushroom. They usually have longer caps. So it didn't really specify on the box what kind of mushrooms these are, so I had to kind of go online and look at my hefty field guides to see what kinds they were. So my best guess is a young oyster mushroom. Oyster mushrooms are hugely known in commercial cooking. Oyster mushrooms are used all the time. They're pretty basic, run-of-the-mill gilled mushrooms that grow on logs and decaying matter. There's nothing really too special about them. chopped up the mushrooms on this cutting block, and now we're gonna get the other ingredients ready. Alright, so I'm gonna add some salt to my boiling water for the pasta because the recipe calls me to make the pasta really salty. So I'm gonna just add a bunch in here. Yeah, that's probably enough. Alright, so I'm gonna add our mushrooms to the oil so I can saute them. I'm gonna spread them out with a wooden spoon. And I'm going to wait until they are shrunken down in size. So apparently that will take around 4 minutes or so. Let's see if that's true. Okay, so I'm going to be adding our mixture of green onions and garlic to this. So I'm going to stir it after I incorporate them. Hopefully this will give it a nice smell. I love the smell of garlic. We'll be keeping the vampires away. So right now, I'm going to add some flour. Off camera, I added some salt and pepper, so this will thicken the sauce. So we just want to stir this in. Alright, so we're going to shift our gears to adding the pasta. I'm going to cook this for 9 minutes to have an al dente texture. So I'm going to add about 3/4 of a box. I'll probably add a little more after this bundle. I think that's good after this one. I'm gonna grab another spoon to kind of just let it get in there while it softens. Alright, so I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of milk really carefully. I'm not going to add all of it in at once. I'm just going to do about half while my dog cleans up the milk I spilled. So I'm just going to stir this in. Sorry, everything's dripping everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the second half of the milk. And right now, the milk that was already in it thickened, so I think that's kind of normal. So hopefully this will thicken as well. And I think for now, that's all the ingredients we need for the sauce. We're gonna let this simmer. Alright, so our sauce is looking almost done. The pasta is almost done, only has like 45 seconds left. So I'm gonna add in the cheese. There we go. So we're gonna melt in the cheese into the sauce. And we are going to be ready to eat.
And I can confirm that it smells delicious.
Okay, thanks, Mom. So I'm just gonna proportion out the pasta. Try to give everybody equal amounts. So I'm gonna add some of the sauce to each of the portions. Okay, I won't add too much. I have fresh Parmesan cheese to garnish. So I'll just put a little bit on each. Add a little bit of parsley as a garnish, so this is going to be my plate. Alright, so we are going to try the pasta. Apparently my dad already tried it and said it was good, so I will be the judge of that. It's a little bit clumpy because like it kind of solidified, so I'll see how it tastes. Nice and cheesy. I can taste the garlic in there. The mushrooms are good. I think this is a great recipe, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me cook this. Well, look at that. You made it to the end of the video. I want to thank you guys for watching my video. It really helps me for my senior project, and I hope you got some learning out of this. This was a really good recipe, and I'm glad that I was able to present this to your class. Hopefully, you guys will try cooking with mushrooms in the future. This is a super easy recipe. I mean, I'm a beginner cook. I'm not too good at cooking, but this was pretty easy for me. So hopefully you guys will try it out sometime. It's really, really tasty. Like, it tastes like something from a restaurant. I highly recommend. And the mushrooms just kind of like add to the flavor. So hopefully you guys learned a lot. And I want to thank you again for watching my video. Stay safe, stay clean, stay healthy, and hopefully we can get through this quarantine together. Thank you so much, and goodbye.